about the Kings roster not being a sub 500 roster from a talent perspective. The Suns are certainly in that bucket.
Yeah, they've got tons of talent. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there watching. The Warriors won 133-95. And it was one of those things where it wasn't even that close.
Oh, yeah.
7 Warriors scored in double figures, including Kevin Knox and Pat Spencer. That's a thing that happened.
Oh, my goodness.
All 14 Warriors who played scored at least 1 point. Phoenix had 61 points through 3 quarters. Devin Booker, who was the Suns' leading scorer with 21 points, ran a minus 32. Golden State's guys didn't even play the fourth quarter.
He's been doing his best to try to keep that team afloat, but at a certain point, it's like I think we reached the breaking point of what Devin Booker can do. And, they've been losing games with him putting up big numbers, but he's been trying to backpack that team with Durant out, and it's just not been good.
It's not working out for him. I saw so many people last night tweeting that the Suns have been eliminated, and they technically haven't, but come on. They have to win out. They need Dallas to lose 2 out of 3. The Suns might not win another game, dude. They looked miserable last night. 0 50-50 balls. They're not fighting for rebounds. A ball tips off a guy's hand. And when a player goes up for a rebound and it kind of tips off his hand and starts to go out of bounds, they'll run and try and save it. They just watch it go out of bounds. They're half-heartedly moving around on offense. That team's cooked, bro. They're done.
It's strange too, because some of their players are guys that you're going to continue to build around.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. It's not like they're running an entire team of scrubs out on the floor just saying, hey, whatever. Yeah, that's ugly.
It's rotting from the inside. With the Kings, if it was rotting from the inside like that, I think there's parts that need to be clipped. There's some fat that needs to be trimmed for sure with the Kings. But if it was rotting from the inside like that, they're not bouncing back and beating Cleveland or Detroit and really controlling the Detroit game the way they did. You see the foundation of something with the Kings. At least there's some changes that need to be made and some tweaks to the roster. And we talk about that a lot, but with the Suns, I don't even know what you do. I have no idea how you go about resetting, because that is a culture problem. That is a core issue with what's going on in Phoenix. Those dudes hate each other. You've got Bradley Beal. I don't know if you saw this. Steph does a, step back, look away 3 where he hits the 3 and turns to the Suns bench. And Bradley Beal, who was guarding him on the play and got the 3 dotted in his eye, is celebrating with Steph as he runs back down the court. I've never seen anything like that. These dudes hate playing with each other and playing for the Suns. Man, we talk about, would you rather be the Kings or this team? I'd way rather be the Kings than the Suns, because yikes.
Yeah,
that was embarrassing to watch.
I totally get that. And the problem they have with Bradley Beal is he's owed so much money, and he has the right to refuse a trade anywhere. He has a full no trade clause. So if he just wants to hang out in Phoenix and enjoy golf and the dry heat, he can just stay there.
Seems like what he's doing.
You guys still owe me $115 million or something. I'm good. I like it here.
And it almost seems like he hates it so much that he knows he can torpedo that franchise by staying there and not trying. And that he seems like he's on this petty kick. And I kind of respect it. But man, I would not want to be in the front office of the Phoenix Suns, because yikes. So the Suns loss means the Kings have clinched a play-in berth. We were pretty much there, but now it's over. The Kings are either going to be the 9 or 10 seed official. Thank you. They're going to either be the 9 or 10 seed. It looks like they're going to be the 9, but they got some business to handle over the next couple of days, starting tonight against the Denver Nuggets. But we got some Kings news yesterday, and the vibes are up. Not just because the Kings have won 3 games in a row, but Terence Davis is back, baby. TD back in purple and black. We love to see it. Shout out to Terence Davis.
I'm super excited for Terence.
Me too,
look,
man.
This is a guy who, when he left the Kings, no one came calling, and he had to go add himself to the G League pool, and he ends up playing 4 games in the G League last season, and then popped his Achilles.
Yeah, he was at Portland's G League team, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember where he was when he did it, but they definitely, it's one of those injuries where he's going to be out for like a year. And, so yeah, he was with the Rip City Remix. He came back this year for the Wisconsin Herd, and he's played really well in limited minutes, like 26.4 minutes per game. But, his standard, shot 46.5 from the field, shot 40% from 3 on 7 attempts per game, averaged 14 points and, 4.7 rebounds and almost 3 assists a game. So, yeah, it's good to see him make his way back into the league, even if it's for the final 3 games. Kind of weird that you wait till now to do it, but
is he playoff eligible?
Yes. Yeah, he's playoff eligible because he wasn't on another NBA roster.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Right.
So just because he was in a G League roster, that's different than being on a regular NBA roster.
Got it. Okay. I wasn't sure if you had to be a free agent or if you could be in the G League. So that makes sense.
Yep.
Is there something to read into here? Like, is maybe Malik Monk's injury worse than we anticipated? Or is there, because that was kind of my first, it was like, oh, cool, TD's back. Love Terence Davis. Big Terence Davis guy. Is this just a vibes thing? Like, everybody likes Terence Davis, so they wanted to bring him back? Or is there some utility here?
You know what? To be honest with you, when they made the move to shift, Malik Monk into the starting lineup, Terence Davis would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
As like a Malik Monk replacement on the bench, because he is a microwave. Now, health-wise, I don't know what he looks like on the court. I haven't watched enough G League games to see Terence Davis play and to say, oh, he looks 100% back, because Terence is a guy who, has extreme athleticism and relies on it heavily. So, but either way, why not make this move, 3 months ago, bring him in and give him an opportunity? Because, again, if you're going to bring in guys like Doug McDermott or Jay Crowder, the Kings have had open roster spots almost the entire year, and they didn't have to waive anybody. They didn't have to do anything right here to bring him in. I would have even considered Terence Davis instead of the Markelle Fultz deal, because Terence had been playing in the G League the whole time, and one of my concerns with Fultz was that he just wouldn't be in a rhythm and in basketball shape, and it's nearly impossible during a season to get a player to go from nothing to NBA ready. And, again, 9 months off of the game, outside of the game for Markelle Fultz, that's so long. I would have preferred that the Kings shop the G League like this. And again, why not give Terence the shot? He's a guy who, this is another year of eligibility for him in the league. The second he steps on the court and plays a minute, he gets another year towards retirement. And those things matter, especially, for guys who are, on the fringe of being in the league, out of the league. But, we'll see how it works out.
All I heard there, sorry, was that you watched none of the Wisconsin Herd tape I sent you.
No.
not locked into the Wisconsin Herd. No, that's fine. No, it just, to me, Terence Davis, a great vibes guy. I don't know that I'm sure that people are out there, but I don't know that I've ever seen a Kings fan publicly be like, nah, I'm out on Terence Davis. So if anything, yeah. this is great for the vibe. You've won 3 in a row. You bring back a fan favorite who hustles and tries really hard. And Malik Monk out tonight. He might have some use for him in tonight's game against Denver. So shout out to TD, man. I'm really, really happy that he's back with the Kings.
Yeah, and I think you asked originally about the Malik Monk situation. Malik has a sore calf. With this, again, I don't know what to make of the injury report anymore with this team. I mean, we had a bone bruise for Jake LaRavia for a week and a half, and then all of a sudden he's got a fracture in his thumb. I think the same thing with Malik Monk. We won't know until we get an injury report that says MRI says mild calf strain or not a calf strain, just sore calf, no structural damage, whatever it might be. So we don't know. But, again, if you need to shut down Malik Monk for 2 or 3 games, when all of a sudden you need one more win to secure the 9 spot and you can't move up to the 8, why not? Why not bring in somebody to replace him? Give Malik a couple of days to clear his head and to get ready for a couple of playing games.